Let's get you more information on that leading story. Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana says National Treasury is working to ensure the struggling power utility Eskom's finances are in order. Godongwana says government is hard at work trying to end load shedding as it hinders economic growth. The minister says more detail on how Treasury will assist Eskom will be revealed in next month's budget speech. Our business editor Xolani Mbanjwa caught up with Minister Godongwana on the sidelines of the SA delegation briefing on the World Economic Forum, which is happening next week.
South Africa is getting ready to send a strong delegation to the World Economic Forum 2023 in Davos, Switzerland, and I'm with the Minister of Finance here, Mr. Enoch Godongwana, who is giving us the keynote address at this pre-WEF Business Forum. Sir, thank you very much for your time. South Africa is sitting on stage 6 load shedding. There is talk that Eskom does not have enough diesel, and there's support that we actually saw you announce at the midterm budget policy statement. What can you tell South Africans about this current situation right now? Because these are the same questions that investors and delegates at the World Economic Forum will be asking the South African delegation and yourself.
Let me start by saying I've not been informed that the failure of these 11 generators is a product of absence of diesel. Let's put the diesel issue aside. The question we must deal with, what are these operational issues which are affecting Eskom in such a manner that these power stations do not work? I do not buy the story that we're operating oil plants. We're not the only people who have got oil plants in the world. A number of countries have got oil plants but are not facing the similar crisis. So it talks to the operational efficiencies of Eskom that need to be attacked. Insofar as the financial situation, we've made it up in the medium-term budget policy statement that we will take a portion of Eskom's debt in order to make sure that they can have a healthy balance sheet. That is also a form of financing Eskom.
In this issue, sir, before I let you go, this issue of operational issues, this is the third time you and I have spoken about Eskom, and you've raised that issue. Clearly, it's a very, very important issue, and it goes to who is going to be CEO. We are looking for a CEO right now. What sort of a CEO is needed? Let
me just use an example. Eskom says they are getting not proper coal. All right? In a normal place, somebody who receives this thing, there must be a receiving point. Why would you receive not proper coal? So those are simply operational efficiencies for me, which I think is mind-boggling. I can't understand why people can say we've got bad coal, but why did we receive it in the first place? You see what I mean? So those are operational efficiency issues.
Minister Enoch Godongwana, sir, thank you very much for your time this morning. He's talking to me about a number of issues that are quite important ahead of the World Economic Forum 2020 in Davos, Switzerland. But the biggest message, again, he has come up with is saying that the issues are within Eskom. We do not have issues of old power stations, as he believes many countries around the world have old power stations, and he wants Eskom to take accountability in terms of operational issues such as not buying bad coal for its power stations. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Xolani Mbanjwa in Sandton, Johannesburg.